Friends, as we come to the close of day 2 of our Scent seminar, we invite you yet again to take in all that you've heard today, all that you've experienced, and we invite you now just to be present to your body, to be present to this moment, and just to take good care of yourself. Because as we said earlier, this work is soul work, it is the work of the heart. And if we are to do this work well, we must prioritize our care. We must prioritize a sense of centering. And I am excited to have another soul care moment brought to you by our mental health initiative at the NBA. So I'm going to turn things over now to Reverend Angela. She will introduce our speaker, who will then lead us into our time together.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. What a full day it has been. Goodness, so many wisdoms, truths, and inspirations that will guide us through our social entrepreneurship journeys. And so we just hope that tucks away in our bodies as we enter in another moment of self-care. Yesterday, we learned about the 3 main types of self-care: de-stressors that help us just de-stress and manage stress in our world; nourishing practices that fill up us back up after we've been depleted; and escaping practices, those that help us kind of remove ourselves from the situation when we can't get away at the time. And so we explored the ways movement as a practice helps us experience all 3 types of those self-care at any moment in time. I hope you had a chance to try some of those today. If not, I encourage you to just stretch and move as we move forward in our time together. Now, today, we'll experience another form of self-care that I think beautifully fits all 3 of those forms as well: the art of musical meditation. Something that many of us may already be familiar with, but this session will help us go deeper into that connection and learning more and more about how music releases tension and restores our soul and helps us escape into the very presence of the spirit. So I am excited to introduce to you today a powerful woman, minister, a personal friend, Reverend Chantilly Murs Pickett. She is a musician, disciples minister, and educator. For the past 10 years, her work has been ebbed and flowed between worship directing and anti-oppression education and faith-based activism. She's a collective powerful, she is most passionate about the ways in which she creates spaces to awaken authenticity, vulnerability, and our collective power for social change, which is I've seen and witnessed personally. And she currently works at the United Methodist Women at the Inner Church Center in New York City, and is a minister of music at Central Christian Church of Danbury. So alongside her in her life is John Pickett, her partner, and she's raising 2 brave, compassionate little women, Layla Simone and Lexi Grace. Somehow she does all this and stays sane and stays centered in a spirit of worship. And so I'm excited that we get to experience that today. So before she comes and blesses us, I'm just going to open us up in our practice of breath, and then we'll just kind of move into that space. And so wherever you are, you could sit straight, whether you're standing or sitting, that your back is straight and your feet are on the floor. And this just opens your body, the airways of your lungs. And if you would just start breathing with me, we'll inhale and we'll exhale. And we'll inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, you'll feel the oxygen just filling your lungs, stretching through your limbs, filling your veins with more and more flow of what we feel is the breath of life. And as you breathe, your heart rate should slow down. And as you breathe, just welcome the ways in which the breath of life will move in your body today. As you breathe, synthesize all that you've heard and learned, all the to-do lists that are building in your head and all the inspiration that is asking you to move. At this moment, we just pause and let it all simmer in our soul. And one more breath. Amen.
Thank you, Angela, Reverend Angela. Welcome, everyone. My name is Chantilly Mers, and I'm excited to lead you through this musical meditation. But before we get started, sadly cannot see you, but I would love if you could just pop your name into the chat and maybe just where you are logging in from, and just one word that describes how you might be entering this soul care musical meditation. And if you just pop that in there, then I get a sense of who's here. I get a sense of how you're entering. And I also get a moment to set up. So, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Exhausted. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Tired. Yes, I see. Yep. I hear you tired. Okay. A little anxious. Thank you. Is it Maddie or Mady from Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina? Okay. We have folks calling in from Colorado. All right. Beautiful. Excited. Hi, Ashley. Okay. Great. Okay, Reverend Verzola. Hey. Stretched. Sorry, I'm calling people out. Okay. Hi, Constance. Exhausted. You've been on two. Okay. Encouraged. Beautiful. All right. Great. Thank you so much. And I want to also just thank the invitation from NBA and from Reverend Angela. And thank you for just starting us off with our breath. Sometimes I forget. I think someone told me that, do you know that we breathe maybe 23,000 times a day? And so our breath is so vital and so essential. Hi, Emmanuel from California. Great. Curious. Wonderful. And I'm thinking about sometimes how countercultural it is for me to take notice of my breath. I show up in the world in so many different ways, right? We all probably show up in the world in so many different ways with different roles. As a mom, I show up with my children. I try to show up as a partner, as a musician, as an educator. And sometimes I forget to breathe. And when you think about the context of us being in this global pandemic, right, where a respiratory virus has literally stolen the breath from hundreds of thousands of our siblings, and maybe those you know and love, or our Black siblings whose breath, is violently taken as they cried out, "I can't breathe," or the fires that we know that are raging on the West Coast, making every breath so fragile. I'm just grateful that we take a moment to breathe and just to notice. Can you notice your breath right now? And can you honor it? Thank you. We have some folks. Um, oh, from Honolulu, Hawaii. Okay. I'm from Hawaii. What's up to the 808 state? Beautiful. So this is a musical and poetic offering. It is simply a gift to you. It was a gift for me to curate this and create it, y'all. I just want to let you know. Um, it gave me permission to sit in my attic and create some beautiful music for you. It gave me like a time out to the busyness of life. And if I love meditation, and I'm going to tell you that I'm not wired, I have to practice slowing down. I have to practice letting go of the chatter in my brain, um, and rewire myself for presence. And so this was actually a gift to me to create this, to curate this, because I couldn't say I had no excuses, right? There's no more excuses for me to not stop and pause and invite myself to sort of take a breath and notice what's going on inside me. And if you think about it, our entire inner lives, there's a whole landscape there. And so music for me is just a portal. Music is just a channel. It's just a gate for us to experience the divine. But it's also sometimes a gateway for us to experience memory. Sometimes music helps us access feelings and emotions that we otherwise may not share or emote. And so this is just a gift to you all, an invitation for you just to give yourselves permission to feel, to be tired, to be exhausted, um, to be curious, all of those things that you said, to be encouraged. I hope this gift is encouraging and inspiring for you all. But why don't we begin? And as Reverend Angela already put us in that, be in a place of an alert position or relaxed position. We're going to begin with two songs that I just absolutely love from Beautiful Chorus. It's titled "Sing Through My Voice" and "Inner Peace." And as you listen to these two pieces, there will be quotes and reflections that come onto your screen, and you can engage them however you want to. If you're more tactile, why don't you doodle? Why don't you draw? I have a friend whose spiritual practice is to knit. If you just want to sit and receive this as a gift, do that. If you want to take a walk, you can do that too. But be blessed by these two pieces as we start.
Play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open, yeah. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open, open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. My heart is open. I am aware. In me is a knowing. Love, love, love. My heart is open. I am aware. In me is a knowing. Love, 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 love. Ooh. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel peace from my center, at the center of me. My heart is open. I am aware. In me is a knowing. Love, love, love. My heart is open. I am aware. In me is a knowing. Love, 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 love.
Thank you, everyone, just for spending time with those two pieces and those two songs. The questions that I invite you all to reflect on is just and what it needs to be released for the way or for your heart to be open. What needs to be released? What barriers or what things prevent us from opening our hearts or opening our minds? And so I invite you all, if you want to, you're welcome again to the chat or to journal some of that. I dropped a couple of things in there as well. This next piece is one of my favorite mantras. And it's an invitation for us to kind of go deeper into noticing what might those things that I would say prevent me, or I sometimes use as excuses for me not to go into my inner life. And so it's a mantra that I've adapted and covered from India Ari. It's titled "I Am Light," and I love how she says that she's not these broken pieces of her life, that she's not all the things her family did, that she's not things that have caused her pain. And I adapted it because in some ways, I want to say I'm not those things, but in many ways, I am also part of the hurt and part of the things that have made me who I am today. And so, my small adaptation to this beautiful song is that I am more than the broken pieces, and I am more than the pain, or I am more. That's also a part of me, and there's also so much more to me and to my life. And she just has this constant mantra of I am light. And so if God is light, then I too am light. You beautiful people are light. And so I invite you to welcome. I invite and welcome your reflections or responses to the questions in the chat. But just to continue in your practice of breath, sitting with your body, sitting with whatever surfaces as the songs play, and just noticing them. How powerful it is for us to pause and simply to notice, right? I am light.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm more than the things my family did. I'm more than the voices in my head. I'm more than the pieces of this brokenness inside. I am light. I am I am light, I am light. 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 I'm more than the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I'm more than the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am divinity divine. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, piece of it all. 'Cause I'm all light, all light. I am light.
Thank you so much again for those who shared a little bit in the chat. I just want to repeat just one of these verses here. It says, I am divinity defined. What do you think that means or feels like to you to claim that you are divinity defined? I am God on the inside. I'm a star, a piece of it all. And then she declares, I am all light. Um, I feel like in the mix of my life, with work and uh, family, and yep, it's called I Am Light from India Ari. This was my rendition of it. But yes, you can find it, and I'll put it also in the chat. You can buy it from India Ari, and I would encourage you to support her and her music. But yes, I am divinity defined. I wanted to make this offering of this, continuing with this theme of opening us up to the light that's on the inside, our inner life, and even the barriers that might keep us from accessing our power and our light on the inside. There's this beautiful, very simple prayer that Howard Thurman offers us, and I'd love to read it to you all. And if there are any other things that you want to write, anything that you want God to open unto you, go ahead and share that with us. It says, open unto me light for my darkness. Open unto me courage for my fear. Open unto me hope for my despair. Open unto me peace for my turmoil. Open unto me joy for my sorrow. Open unto me strength for my weakness. Open unto me wisdom for my confusion. Open unto me forgiveness for my sins. Open unto me tenderness for my toughness. Open unto me love for my hates. Open unto me thyself for myself. Lord, Lord, open unto me. Thank you. Open unto me. Is there anything from that prayer that is resonating for you? Open unto me. I'm just feeling a lot of confusion these days. So I'm really asking for God's wisdom, right? When the future seems so uncertain, thyself for myself. Thank you, Reverend Darnell. From Ray, the hope to be fulfilled is that who we are as divinity defined with God on the inside. When that becomes evident on the outside, amen, in the ways we show up in the world, amen, amen, yes. Thank you. So open up unto me wisdom for my confusion is what is resonating for me. If there's anything resonating for you, feel free to put them into the chat. Love for my hates, confusion for despair. Thank you. Open up to me freedom from restraint. Thank you, Reverend Angela. Open up to me imagination for what we cannot see. Yes, thank you, Reverend Brizola. Yes. Imagination, right? Yes, God, open up our imagination. We cannot see. Help us to imagine anew. Yes, yes. There's another song that helps me to connect with the Spirit. And if there's any other things that you want to put into the chat, please feel free. What are we asking God or the divine to open up in us? Open up to me strength to sustain imagination. Yes. Not only do we want to open up our imagination, we need strength to sustain it, right? In all the forces, right, that want to tell us it's impossible. Open up beyond the barriers. Thank you. So continue putting those into the chat. I want to offer you this other song that's really close to my heart, and I've sung it, I think, most of my life. It's a song about preparation. It's a song that I love because it is a plea for me um, to actually be in my vessel a sanctuary. It says to be, I want to be a sanctuary, pure, holy, tried, and true. And I used to sing this song and always ask this of the Lord, that God would just continue to prepare me to be the sanctuary. And as I've gotten older, I realize sometimes that it's not only do I ask God to prepare me, but so much of my life is preparing me to be the kind of vessel for God's holy and sacred work. And so this version is an adaptation of sanctuary. And all it says is just please prepare me to be a sanctuary. And that please could be referring to the divine, but that please could be please prepare me could also be an invitation to each other. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary. It's an invitation when I see my children who are preparing me to be a sanctuary. Um, and so how do we want to be prepared for this journey about living into our calling, living into this work that is before us? And so it is an invitation to just please, however that you move, God, even in this moment, in this uncertainty, to prepare me to be your sanctuary.
Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Reverend Ray, for sharing deep calls to deep. That's what Reverend Ray hears. God is asking us to open up our hearts, our souls, our spirit, even our pain to God for the sake of our own reconciliation to God and to the world. Open up the courage to be vulnerable, to be transparent. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, yes. Open to the sacred in one another. Thank you. I'm noticing the time, and I want to say thank you for just being here, and thank you for giving yourself the permission to move with me in this music. And I hope that it's been a blessing to you, listening, reflecting, connecting with each other, connecting to the sacred in ourselves and one another. I wanted to offer this closing blessing um, for your work, and for whatever lies ahead for all of us, right? And I'm going to actually just open it up in my book here. This is one of my favorite blessing books from John O'Donohue. It says to bless the space between us. And there's a blessing that he offers for work, and just a note about how powerful blessings are. That it helps us when we bless one another, to just mark the spaces and moments of transition, and how we have benedictions at the close of services, but it helps us mark the ending of one thing and the beginning of another. And so this blessing is for work. It may not seem that exciting, but please listen to the words. I don't have them on the screen, but I will put this up. So if you want to reference it, it says, may the light of your soul bless your work with love and warmth of heart. May you see in what you do the beauty of your soul. May the sacredness of your work bring light. There's light and renewal. Let me say that again. May the sacredness of your work bring light and renewal to those who work with you and to those who see and receive your work. May your work never exhaust you. May it release well springs of refreshment, inspiration, and excitement. May you never become lost in bland absences. May the day never burden. May dawn find hope in your heart, approaching your new day with dreams, possibilities, and promises. May evening find you gracious and fulfilled. May you go into the night blessed, sheltered, and protected. And may your soul calm console, and renew you. Thank you so much. Peace be to you all. And I'll just end with this last quote: go where your best prayers take you. Go where your best prayers take you. I'm going to drop my email into the chat. Thank you all for just joining me on this musical meditation. And thank you for the invitation again.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Chantilly. I know that we have all heard and can attest to the length of the day that this is good, meaningful, important work, and it is hard work. And so we are grateful for your dedication and your presence today. And we recognize that we cannot pour from empty cups. And so this, for me at least, was absolutely a moment of refilling. And our prayer as you go into the evening, into the night, is that you would continue to just refresh, recharge, refill yourself. I just want to put into the chat function the information that we've been sharing. Just one quick announcement. We have uploaded yesterday's video recordings of our sessions onto Blackboard. And so if you weren't able to attend or had any technical issues or wanted to sit in on one of the presentations that you missed, you can access those on Blackboard. And so there's a shortened hyperlink to that in the chat function. But we thank you. We are deeply, deeply grateful. And we look forward to gathering tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time for our opening session. Reverend Chantilly, Reverend Angela, thank you both so very much. And thank you to all of you participating. We will see you tomorrow. Go in peace and rest well tonight.